Okay, so I'm just going to go through these answers just as a kind of a bit of a vision for how to do short story writing successfully. Okay, so the five-part structure that we teach is to do some kind of exposition, setting, or background, a problem, build up the tension towards the climax, and then have a resolution and ending, which might kind of be the same thing. The section that of your story that should be longest and focus on building up tension, the clue was in the question, is the build up. Okay, that's the part where you're really engaging your reader, giving your readers questions, foreshadowing to your reader what might happen in the climax. And that's where you can really, really kind of try and craft your skill as a writer and try and really engage your reader into your story. But it's also important that you know what your climax is before that, because if you don't know where you're guiding your reader, it's very hard to guide them there. So you do need to know your end game first. Okay, what's one way that you can engage the reader at the start of a short story? So there's loads of different techniques that we'd have learned over the years at school. You can start bang in the middle of some action. You can use a flash forward. So there's that decision story that we read where it starts, never did I think I would be standing out in the snow in my polka dot boxes trying to rescue my cat from a tree. And that's actually the end of the story, but it engages the reader at the beginning. You can use pronouns instead of nouns to create mystery. So things like saying, it was the day we had been waiting for, but not saying what we had been waiting for. Saying, I could see him. I knew it was him. But you don't say who him is, for example. Rhetorical questions to engage the reader at the beginning, directly addressing the reader. You wouldn't believe the story I'm about to tell you, that kind of thing. Starting straight into someone's speech, somebody in the middle of a conversation. Foreshadowing later events in some way, using pathetic fallacy to set the mood. So lots of ideas there. You should be basing your story on realistic ideas. So school memories and worries, arguments with peers and parents, peer pressure situations, family issues, competitive situations. There are some more ideas in lesson 3, which is where you have to come up with your own story ideas, all right? And then the main body of your story should take no longer than 10 to 30 minutes. So say things like the journey to school might be the ideal length of time for a short story. If you try and span it over weeks or months, you do not have enough time to control the plot, and you end up writing, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened. And my brain goes, when I try to read it. So we want a slow, control, and clear build-up of tension towards a point that you know where you are heading. Okay.